Hey, what's going on with your family? Torsion Teeth Guitars, man. Just a quick check-in. The I'm gonna tell you something, man. This has been an absolutely just a crazy week for Teeth Guitars for myself. Not a lot of sleep, a lot of work, a lot of setups. You know, our little company's growing pretty quick, man. It's not growing too quick, but it's growing pretty quick. And as you can see by the thumbnail there, last month just on Facebook we had like 44,000 people look at our stuff on Facebook, which is that's obviously that's big. Those are big boy numbers. We've been selling a lot of guitars. We've had a lot of reviews on the ST1 SPR. I've been doing a lot of Instagram, a lot of Facebook marketing. It's just a lot and a lot of people. And this whole time, we've still managed to set up everybody's guitar and get it out really quick, and none of them have come back. I mean, it's just, and I've had, I mean, hundreds of conversations with folks. I don't know if there's 25 hours in a day. If there is an extra hour or two, I'd like to rent it. It's kind of that busy. And then we had kind of the launch party yesterday, right? The reveal party with RJ's Cave coming over, and that was like emotional for me. Um, and then the dust settled in that deal, and everyone left, and Andy left, and Baby Boy Mulligan and RJ, they all left, and they went, and I had the time just to sit back, and I grabbed that guitar, this one right here. Um, this guitar right here is just it's I don't know, man. It's just a real pretty guitar. But the thing about this guitar, that E series guitar, is that the playability of it, it's so smooth. It's almost intimidating. I got to be honest with you. I've been playing guitar a long time. I've had a lot of different guitars in my hand, and when I pick that thing up, it's like it's too nice. I hate to say it, but it is. It's like it's pretty. It's sexy. I sent Average Joe a silver one today. I didn't want to do it. I honestly did. I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to send this anywhere. I want to keep this and play it. But it's business, so I got to send these things out to get reviews and whatnot. But um, he, in the next couple of days, he'll probably do a review on it. Depending on shipping and things like that. But um, I hope he does an open box on the deal, because I want to see the look on his face, not only when he plays the guitar, but when he just looks at it for the first time. It's that good looking of a guitar. The aesthetics of these guitars is just phenomenal. But I had a chance for about 4 hours yesterday just to sit down and play one, and I didn't put it down. I didn't want to put it down. I like one eye open. I didn't sleep the night before. I was up all night with China, um, with our factories. Two factories now. That's what we need to do in order to keep up with what's going on at T's Guitars, and I mean all night. 2 hours worth of sleep the night before, and then those guys came over and it was a blast. And then I just sat down. And I played that guitar. It plays beautifully. It's like it plays. It's so the playability of that guitar is nicer than more comfortable, and and it doesn't matter which one I picked up because I played them all. Um, it's just more comfortable. I bonded with every one of those guitars, and I've never had that. They're all identical, And we still need to make them T's guitars. They didn't come perfect. They never do. They never come perfect from the factory. And that's why it's crucial that we put our hands on each and every one of these guitars and make it perfect before it goes out to you. Um, the pre-orders on these things are going really well. So just so you guys know how the pre-orders work, the pre-orders I have to stop at like when I have 2 units left of something, which is getting to be the case on both the red and the gold, like probably in the next day or two, because over half are already sold. Um, and then the other colors, they're not slouching either. We got a lot of orders, and keep in mind that because of all of the Facebook and the reviews on the ST1 SPRs, we're selling the shit out of some ST1s right now. I'm selling 4 and 5 guitars a day just on the ST1s. There's some really good reviews out there. You know, and those aren't paid reviews or anything. They're just, in fact, just so you guys know, these guys can't even put those guitars up for sale. So they're not just getting a guitar so they can sell it and at least put, you know, 150 bucks in. They can't. They have to either keep it or donate it to an after-school music program. There's no monetary compensation for any of these reviews, and so I have a debt of gratitude to these guys because they do a really good job, and they've got nothing to gain by telling you it's good or bad. If it's bad, you tell them it's bad. It's fine. You know, they're not, but you know, it is what it is. But this new E series is I don't see it getting any different. I see something growing from it, but that'll be a whole nother unit, and it's another level altogether. But this guitar right here is good enough to do what I want to do to this guitar, and even bring these guitars to the next level of professional, like nothing but just gigging guitar. These are gigging guitars all day long. That one played on the yellow one that our guitarist played. He plays on Broadway, and that went with him last night. I think he said, I don't know if he said it during the show, but he definitely said it after the show. I said, so where's it going to play, you know, first? And he said, I'm taking this to work tonight, and he plays on Broadway, not an off Broadway show, but a big on Broadway show. He says, I'm taking this one with me, you know. And I talked to him this morning. After he left last night, he texted me until midnight, non-stop, about how phenomenal this guitar was, and he's overwhelmed by how good it came together, and he had a big part of that. He put a lot of his stuff in there too. So I'm grateful for Andy, to have Andy as part of T's Guitars, and I'm glad he goes out there and reps our guitars for us. He's an endorsed musician. We pay him, you know, month in, month out, for almost 3 years now. So it's pretty cool. And he's a phenomenal musician. I think Baby One Mulligan has a video coming out tomorrow. You can check that out on his channel. Like and subscribe his stuff. I don't do this at all to get subscribers. I mean, if you know, I don't care. You know, if you guys know that when I put stuff up, all of our customers are subscribers to here. But I don't do it to get over 1,000 and get monetized and all. I'd rather not, actually. It just seems like a pain in the neck to me. So anyways, you know. But these other guys that do these reviews, it's important to them because that's what they do. You know. So it's, you know, support if you can. What else? Okay, so great guitar. I can't wait for the reviews to come out on this. I know Jack Fawcett's going to do a review. I'm sending him a gold one. And I know, like I said, Average Joe's going to do one, and I've got a couple of more that I'm working on right now. I know the Bald Shredder, he's going on vacation, so I'll try to see if we can do something with him. I may have to overnight him one or something like that. Maybe he can get one done for you guys. I'd love to have him play one of these. So I just placed an order for, let me see, I don't know how many, but our ST1s are they're selling really fast. Calculator. So I just ordered 200 more ST1s, and some of the old colors returning, and some of the we've got new colors coming on those too, which is pretty cool. There's going to be a few changes on that guitar too. You guys probably like. I'll see how it goes with these E-Series guitars. I think you guys will like them a lot, not just a little bit, a lot. This is going to be one of those raving guitars. It's one of the best guitars I've had, and I probably own 300 or 400 different guitars I played, and I mean, all of my guitars, I just found out about budget guitars before I opened this company. I always bought brand name guitars. I bought Fenders and Gibsons and Gretsch's and Schecters and, you know, all that stuff, Deans. Martins and Taylors for acoustics. So, you know, I'm kind of like a guitar snobbish kind of guy that smartened up a little bit. I made a hell of a guitar this time, guys. That's all I'm here to say. I made a hell of a guitar. I think you're gonna love it, not like it. I think you're gonna be so impressed with it that you're gonna, like, literally, like me, want to run around and show people, going, look at this thing. Can you believe this? It's amazing. And I never steer you wrong, and I'm not saying this to sell guitars. I'm telling you from one musician to another, this guitar is phenomenal. Um, I just don't, I don't see anything. We tried to look, I tried to break the coil split switch, I mean, everything on it, and then, you throw in our setups and things like that. I mean, it's just, it's stupid. Um, so I did want to touch base with you that. Now, as busy as we are, I want you to know that we're still, everything's going smoothly though, right? It's all, there's no one waiting for guitars or anything like that. I mean, it takes a couple of days to get everything done just because we've got that many orders, but, and we don't do orders out of turn. We do them from the bottom up. Um, the pre-orders are I don't know that there's going to be guitars when when they land. I don't know. I know that they're going on the boat Monday, and I've got 28-day shipping instead of the normal 45-day shipping, and I paid extra for that, but I want to get these in and out so I can place another order for more, so we can have them by November 20th, and then another order to come right before Christmas, which will be cool too. Hopefully we can space it out that way. Just it all depends on what the man upstairs has in store for T's Guitars. But very overall, just again, I'm pleased with the way everything's going. Um, I'm tired. I'm working hard. I've come to the realization that I need help, more help than I already have. And so we're, if you guys know anybody full time, or maybe not starting out full time, but maybe part time, somebody to come in and during the week and help me do these setups and things like that. I've got guys for the weekends when it's busy, but we're busy now, like every day. It's not just on the weekends; it's every day. It's getting to be to that point. And thank you for that. That's all you guys. It's not me. That's all you guys. That's all of your posts and the YouTube feeds and all the reviews that you guys send in. And when you get a guitar, do me a favor. Don't. I only get like 50. I think they send out 50 emails a month on reviews. You can go in and you can put a review on your guitar, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever you want. You don't have to wait for an email to do that. And that really helps us out too. It's all advertising, and I don't spend any money on advertising, so I try to get it where I can. So it takes a couple of minutes out of your time just to go on our website. It'll ask you, do you want to leave a review, and leave a review. Don't use your last name or anything. I don't think it lets you use your last name, to be honest with you. Only do that though if you did buy a guitar. Please. I'm not fishing for like fake reviews, or I want the real deal reviews on our guitars, on our service, on what you think of our company, what you think overall about T's Guitars, things like that. They don't have to be long and windy and everything. They can be if you want them to be. It doesn't bother me. I read them all. The reason I haven't been replying to them is because they put this thing on there. I'm not computer smart enough to do this, but you have to have some kind of secret code or some shit to reply to it. And it's like every single time I get a review, I have to redo this verification process, and it's like cut and paste, and it's a pain in the neck, man. And so know that I'm sitting here and I'm showing you guys love. I try as best as I can. If I'm in the middle of setting up a whole bunch of guitars for a day and we're just overwhelmed and swamped, and maybe I'm alone, or maybe even Andy's hanging out with me, or maybe Kevin's hanging out with me. I don't know. And and we're all setting up guitars. I get to the chats, and I get to the Facebook messages, and I get to the emails and things like that as fast as I possibly can. But I'm just one dude, man, and I don't want anybody to pretend that they're me and answer your emails. It's always me. I really don't want. I don't even like when some of you guys call and it's not me and you talk to. I don't even like that. Just because I cherish my business, and you're my business. I cherish you guys. I cherish everything that goes on in here. So I'm getting a little windy now, so I'm going to stop this before we hit 15 minutes. And I really do, the sincerity of my gratitude for you guys and the support that you give T's Guitars. It's overwhelming at times, and it helps me in a lot more ways than you know it does. So as always, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm not even gonna say it yet. I'll say it another time. I've got a big surprise for left-handed guitar players coming up. So yeah, as always, family. We'll see you next time, man. And rock on. Peace.